Radical.
Well, they're doing it. They're doing it. Nintendo is actually creating a game museum. You know, many of you look at the idea of a game museum as being part of a long scam connected to things like YouTubers. But Nintendo is actually putting their money where their mouth is, and they're doing it. They're making a legitimate game museum. One of the first videos I saw that popped up to me this morning when I was searching the YouTubes was a recommendation or a link to that video, Nintendo Game Museum. And you basically had to start out with Miyamoto. He's talking about it. I probably should watch it again to refresh on it, because this was first thing when I woke up this morning, so my memory's a bit fuzzy on it already. But essentially, the museum Nintendo is coming out with is what you think probably a museum would look like. It's a lot of Nintendo stuff. It is behind glass cases, so you get to go into the museum and have the feeling like you're going into a Walmart or a Target, and you can't get the games because they're behind glass cases. Many of you were thinking like, man, I'm going to pay for tickets. I want to go in there and I just want to touch. I want to feel the original cases. I want to smell the original cases. No, sucks to be you. You're going to have to just you're probably going to be fogging the glass. Some of you Nintendo fanboys, probably going to be fogging the glass looking for some of those games. But no, it's just they're behind a glass case. And then there's TV screens above the game cases. And before you ask, no, you can't play the video games. What, you think you could touch the games? You think you could play the games? This isn't an arcade. This is a distinguished museum. This is a museum where you actually just get to look at the old games and I guess pay your respects to Nintendo's old games and systems. You could probably just look up pictures of these things online. But no, you got to go to this museum. What else is going on at the museum? Other than systems behind glass cases and games behind glass cases you can't access. Well, it's neatly put together, I'll say that. The glass cases, they look nice. The TV screens above the glass cases, the presentation is nice. It has gameplay from all the different games. So that looks nice. And then Miyamoto talks about how there's certain game rooms you could actually go to when you get these gold tokens. So there is some things you can do here other than just look at old dusty games. There's a ball bat type game where if you hit things with the little ping pong balls, they actually respond in the background. Looks kind of fun. Looks like there's a floor for like a multiple person type puzzle game. Then what looked kind of cool was Miyamoto and this female was playing against each other on a big projector with super scopes. I forget what it was called. That looked kind of cool. What really saved this at the end for me, though, was the big controllers. The big-ass honkin' NES controller where you have two people control it. Miyamoto and this female, respectively, was controlling the directional pad and the two big buttons. Now I don't care who you are. That's just kind of cool right there, okay? That made me go, all right. I'm still probably not going to pay exorbitant fees for ticket prices to fly there because, it's in Japan. Pretty sure he said it was in Japan at the original Nintendo factory. So I'm not going to go there. I can see people, big, huge Nintendo fans, making their mecca. Maybe YouTubers that need to have something in content for their channels, Nintendo related, will definitely go there. You'll see the Woods and the other Nintendo type YouTubers. They're probably, I suppose, because it's what Woods does. It's all Nintendo, so of course he's got to go there. Kevin Kelly, I haven't kept up in what Woody Woodpecker has been up to. I just haven't kept up. But it's hard not to mention Nintendo without their number one brand ambassador, of course. You know, the brand ambassador that played Zelda on their PC, right? What a great fucking brand ambassador, am I right? Huh? So, anyways, they're making a museum. And this museum will be the most museum of game museums ever. I don't know what the competition is for it. I know there's one in Texas, right? There will be an upcoming Northwest Game Museum to be announced. It's upcoming. It's coming up at some point in the future. But I don't know, if you're a person that's going to try to build your own game museum and you have your own personal game collection, I don't see how you don't see this as being the ultimate, right? The only argument you can make is, well, mine is in America. This one you have to go overseas to go see. But, you know, it kind of takes a lot of bloom off the rose, doesn't it? Like, if you have a dream and a goal of making your own game museum, and Nintendo comes out with theirs, which is going to be several times superior to whatever you're coming up with, then doesn't it throw a wet blanket on your plans?